Good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to my fourth podcast. This is Angel again. So, for today's podcast, I invited some of my students from my previous school, and the title of this episode is Youth Speaks. So, ayun nga, heads up again, no need to worry. Kasi kanina pa lang, nag-iisip na ako baka pag na-introduce ako ng English tuloy-tuloy, ayun, baka iwanan ako ng apat na to. So, pero anyway, I'm proud to introduce the students that I will be conversing with and talking with during this podcast episode. And I'm so excited to know what their thoughts are and what they think about certain topics. So yeah, let's get on with the introduction. So sabi ko nga sa kanila is, hindi naman to bahay ni Kuya. So just be yourself. So let's start with yung unang pumasok ng room. Enzo, can you open your mic, please?
Hi!
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 Okay.
So,
Tell me something about, or tell the audience something about yourself.
okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Lorenzo James de la Cruz. I am 17 years old. I am a grade 11 multimedia art student from I Academy. And ayun, ano ako, parang ako yung pinakamakulit sa apat na taong makakausap ni Miss Angel today. So, ayun lang.
Ayun lang, nahiya bigla.
Nahiya bigla.
Media art student. Ay, ang husay, di ba? Alright. Thank you, Enzo.
Thank you.
Next, ay actually hindi si Enzo ang unang pumasok. I'm so sorry. Ali. Thank you, Ali. Ali, can you open your mic and introduce a little bit about, or tell us about yourself?
Hi, hello. My name is Ali. My full name is Alaysa Kay Uy Arangkon. All the way from the City of the Stars, Quezon City. Anyway, so I'm a STEM student. Wala namang pinagbago. Ayun lang.
Okay. Thank you, Ali. From QC, Kaway-Kaway, Mayor Belmonte, right? May ano ba? May mga
Yes, ma'am.
Ganun pa
Wala,
rin.
ma'am. Same.
Thank you, Ali. Next, Kit. Ayan, yung galit na galit gustong manakit sa Twitter. Okay, joke lang. Kala niyo hindi ko nakikita yung mga Twitter niyo, ah. Okay, Kit, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Kit Nicolas E. Santiago. I'm 16 years old. Currently studying at St. Tino Science High School. STEM, yeah. Yun, ma'am.
Yun lang. Thank you for that modest introduction. And then, last but not the least, Gail.
Hello po. So, hello. Ako po si Gail Ann Aristica Casimiro, and I'm also a STEM student studying in St. Lino. Yun lang.
Yun lang. Okay, alright. So, you can all turn your mics on na. Ayan. Okay, oras na para magwala. Joke lang.
Hi!
Yun lang.
Okay, so, these kids, I've known them since 2000. Kailan ba tayo nagkakilala? 2019,
18.
right? 2018.
19.
I met them during grade 9. Ayan. So, and during that time, ako yung English teacher nila. So, for now, of course, since I left the school, at ayoko na sabihin why. I don't wanna steer some topics, hayaan na natin. Nasaan na yung graduation? Nasaan na? So, the three of them are still in the same school, and Enzo, siya na yung tumiwalag sa sa Kilusan.
Yes. Survivor.
Ayan. So, for now, we're gonna talk about certain topics. And the reason why I invited these kids is iba-iba yung personality nila. So, I want to know from their own perspective, ano yung mga opinions nila about certain topics. So I just want to ask one by one then. Kit, I have a question for you. Ayan.
So, ako agad.
English.
May ruleta ako dito tapos pinapaikot ko kada question. Joke lang. So,
Parang recitation pala to.
Graded po ba?
sabi ni Ma'am, podcast daw, online class pala. Sorry! So, Kit, I have a question for you. How do you feel kapag minsan sinasabi ng iba na mga mas matatanda sa'yo na your opinion is not well thought of or it doesn't matter yet as a youth? Na nagkaroon ka na ba ng feeling before na parang yung opinion mo is something na hindi bina-value ng mas nakakatanda sa'yo?
Parang kind of po.
Can you tell me more about
Nakakasad lang kasi parang parang sinasabi nila na parang mas bata ka pa ganyan. Parang dapat maging matured ka muna, maging parang lumabas ka muna sa parang comfort zone mo ganun. I think parang nakakasad lang kasi yun lang.
Siguro you feel sad because you feel na may bearing na yung opinions mo. Tama?
Opo.
Na hindi mo naman pinulot lang sa hangin. Pero meron mga ganun na. Minsan may mga youth na hindi mo alam kung saan pinulot na ano yung mga opinion nila, right? Pero you feel sad with that kind of situation. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing that. How about you, Ali? Was there a time na pinatahimik ka in terms of your opinion na sinabi sa'yo na, you know what, wag mo na sabihin yan, wag ka na magsalita ng ganyan. Was there ever a time?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay. So, ano yung nagawa mo during that time?
Ano po, I felt misplaced po, ma'am, kasi first of all, nandun po ako, ma'am eh. Tapos parang dinisregard lang po yung existence mo out of the blue po.
Ang lalim nung kay Ali existence, philosophical agad. Pero I agree. So, may times ba na nagalit ka din? Or more of... Okay. So, yeah, and that's valid when we feel upset when they don't value your opinion. How about you, Enzo?
Yes.
So, Enzo, was there a time na parang gustong-gusto mong magsalita pero pinigilan mo sarili mo?
Yes, of course. Of course. Yes, there was a time na pinigilan ko yung sarili ko kasi baka mapasama lang yung sitwasyon. Kasi sarili ko, alam ko sa sarili ko kung ano yung pinaglalaban ko. Kasi kapag opinion ko, hindi ko lang basta kinukuha-kuha sa kahit sa dyan lang. Basta iniintindi ko muna yung problema or yung sitwasyon na nangyayari bago ako magsalita. Kapag alam ko kung ano yung tama, ay magsasalita talaga ako. Kapag may napapansin ako mali, na dapat hindi tinotolerate, ayun talaga. Parang pinipigilan ko sila or parang pinagsasabihan ko. Pero ending, parang hindi sila naniniwala or parang wala silang pake, kumbaga, kasi parang bata pa ako, parang wala pa akong alam, parang hindi pa valid yung mga opinions ko para sa kanila kasi parang pinapalabas nila na may mas experience sila kaysa sa akin.
Right.
Kaya ganun.
Okay. Hindi mo naman pinakulam no.
Hindi po.
Wala namang naganap ng mga tusok-tusok ng manika pagkatapos.
Wala ma.
How about you, Gail? Ito naman, Gail, for you. Was there ever a time na you really stood up for your opinion? Gail, igalaw mo ang baso. Gail, nasaan ka man? Nakamute ka, Gail. Ano nangyari kay Gail?
Hala.
Gail. Nawala siya.
Talaga ata.
Ang aga naman tayong iniwan ni Gail. Wala pang, pasok, pasabihin mo na pumasok na lang ulit sa link. Admit ko na lang siya. Ayan. So, again, this happens in meetings. So, wag tayo magugulat. Nag-zoom naman kayo sa mga classes nyo?
Ano yun?
May ganun. Ay, Bible studies lang po, ma'am.
Si Enzo ba, parang hindi ka nag-zoom kasi sabi mo, kaka-install mo lang.
Opo, we use MS Teams po.
Oh, entaray.
Sana all.
Oo, meron silang sariling nila, what do you call this, platform. Kayo, Kit, kailan ang huling Zoom nyo ng classroom nyo?
Every Friday po ata.
Every Friday. Ito
Yun.
ba yung Bible
Puro
study?
Bible study. Opo.
Okay. I see. Pero yung mga classes, wala. Wala kayong mga...
Wala.
Wala po.
Okay.
Bahala na kayo.
Wala ko teacher, char.
Kaya nyo yan. Ganun lang ang labanan. Nasaan na si So kids, ayun, wala pa si Gail. Gail, ang baso. Igalaw mo na. Nasaan na siya?
Nilagay na sa Ouija.
Grabe ka naman.
Yes or no?
Ano bang mga mga balak nyo this Halloween? Wala naman. Pupunta ba kayo sa cemetery ng mga families nyo?
Dapat po last week, kaso busy po ako sa schoolworks ko na nagpasa po kami ng projects, ganyan, kaya hindi po ako nakapunta ng probinsya.
Okay. How about you, Ali? Kayo, may balak ba kayo pumunta?
Ano po, ma'am, yung mga certain alay lang po, yung mga biko, ganun po. Tapos, kinakandilaan na lang po.
Okay. How about you, Kit? Kayo, anong plan ng family niyo this weekend?
Kasi yung mga relatives ko po kasi, sa mga province. So, parang sabi ni Mama, parang kaila Ali din po, magpakandila na lang sa labas ng bahay, ganun.
Bantayin niyo mga kandila niyo, ha? Kasi sunog is real, guys.
Okay, blow.
Ayan na si Gail. Si Gail, pumasok na sa realm natin. Hawak-hawak na tayo ng kamay. Ayun. Habang pinapakaramdaman natin ang espiritu ni Gail. Nandito ka na ulit.
Sorry.
Welcome back. Ayan. Okay ka lang ba?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So, yun nga, Gail, my question was there ever a time na you stood up for what you believed in? Like talagang sinabi mo dun sa usap mo what you wanted to say?
Opo, mostly po sa nangyayari po siya lagi between me and my family. Tapos lagi ko sasabihin opinion ko about certain topic, especially yung mga nangyayari ngayon sa Pilipinas and some parts of the world. And mostly my mom would always have something against me na, kasi ganito, ganyan. Pero minsan sinasabi ko na lang sa kanya na, Ma, this is my opinion. So, I respect yours, respect mine too. Hindi naman laging tama ka, tama din ako, ganyan. Kailangan, nagka-clash lang tayo in between. Ganun po.
Right. Okay. And that's good to know, right? Hindi ko naman sinasabi na awayin niyo yung mga parents niyo, ha? Baka pagkatapos ng podcast na to, bigla ako i-message ng mga mommies niyo. Hindi. Kasi ganun naman talaga. Parents and kids, they would have different opinions. And it would stem from, of course, generational difference, right? Magkaiba yung generation natin. And also, the experience, yung difference din ng experiences, right? At difference din ng perspective. Kahit naman kay Marcus, we would have, at 7 years old, meron na mga discussion na nagaganap. And I value it. And I make sure na he feels that his opinion matters. Kapag may mali, yun lang yung pwede mong parang in-nudge mo siya sa right direction. Bibigyan ko siya ng either additional reading or manonood kami ng isang video about it para lang pareho yung opinion namin na-express namin. So, and thank you for sharing that. I'm pretty sure there are times na parang you feel that you're not validated and you're not heard, right? Yung voices natin. So for this episode, I'll make sure that your voices are heard, and I wanna check, or not really check, I wanna learn from your perspective dun sa mga certain topics na i-raise natin. Some of which are actually controversial. Okay? So, but I'm pretty sure may hanash na kayo or meron na kayong andon. Meron na kayong masasabi doon. Kasi, again, hindi na rin naman kayo kids eh. Mga 16 na kayo, right? 16, 17.
Yes.
Sino
Opo.
oldest sa inyo?
Yes.
May 18 na ba sa inyo? Wala pa naman, no?
Si Jeremy po.
Jeremy pa rin.
Siya lang naiisip.
Alam mo, nananahimik yung kaluluwa ni Jeremy eh. Nasa Lina pa ba si Jeremy?
Opo.
Nandun pa siya.
Opo.
Okay, I see. So, mabait yung batang yun ha. Talaga, in fairness.
Mhm.
Pero na parang nabasa ko na si Eureka ha, pinagtripan na naman si Jeremy na. Ano ba? Cellphone ba yun yung tinago? Bag.
Hindi po.
Pencil case, ma'am.
Pencil case.
Ay, tinapon.
Pencil case.
Tinapon po sa kalawakan.
Alam ko, seryoso ba yun?
Pero okay naman po si Jeremy kasi po karamihan po na nasa laman ng pencil case niya, mawawala na pong laman talaga na tinta. Ganyan.
Saka yung toothbrush, ma'am. Toothbrush.
Grabe.
Toothbrush mo din sa school.
Talaga? Jeremy, kung makikinig ka nito, ha? Huwag mag-alala, ha? Karma is real.
We love you, Jeremy!
And Eureka, pag makikinig ka man itong podcast na to, ikaw lang talagang malakas, okay? Yun ang masasabi ko sa'yo.
Sa alam.
Eureka lang talagang malakas. Alam niyo ba, pinatripan ako niya sa Messenger. Nakakaloka yung babae. Meron siyang sinet, yung parang, i-picturean daw yung noo. Ganyan, ganyan. Alam mo na ba yun? Eh ako naman.
Chat lang pala temperature.
Oo, gano'n. Ako naman, kasi parang worried siya talaga dun sa message. Pero alam ko naman na trip yon. Alam ko talaga na trip yung ginagawa niya. Pero pinabigyan ko na lang din. Sinakit ko na lang. Sinend ako siya ng picture ng noo. Tapos ayun, alam ko namang trip talaga. So, at alam ko na nabiktima niya ni si Aaron doon. Aaron, kung nakikinig ka man, si Yuri ka lang malakas. Yun ang masasabi ko. Okay. So anyway, going back, let's move to the first topic on hand. Are you ready, kids? Are you excited? Oh, excited!
Wow, excited!
Yes.
yes.
Energy.
Parang SpongeBob lang.
Yes, that's true.
I can hear you!
Wala ba?
Nakakatakot naman yun.
Sabi na mali yung mga in-invite kong guest eh. So, sisimula kay Ed. Okay. So, first topic that I will talk to you about, I want you to know your thoughts. So, this is a Facebook page. It's called the Mind Hub. Mind Hub is more of a community. Parang ano siya ng mga learners. And yun, there are certain contexts in the Filipino culture na dinidiscuss nila. So the first one is, nakalagay dito, normalize helping each other. So yung students have different struggles in terms of learning, lalo na ngayon online, right? So the topic is daw, sabi daw, let's normalize helping each other academically and pushing each other to be better. Now is not the time for competition. Ayan. So I'm pretty sure we are all familiar about mga school competition, right? In terms of grades and whatnot. So they're saying that it should be normalized na we help each other. So anong tingin mo doon, Kit? How do you help each other sa Lino? Bookingan na ba to?
Ano nga ba?
Bookingan.
Parang delikado yun.
Delikado ba yun? Delikado ba itong topic na? Do you agree that it should be normalized na wala ng sense of competition, so much sense of competition with each other during this time?
Sa tingin ko po, opo, dapat wala na po talagang mga ganyan-ganyang mga sinasabing, ay mataas grade ko sa'yo, dapat ganyan-ganyan.
Mm-mm.
And Kasi kasi si kuya ko po kasi parang may experience na sa since engineer siya, and parang yung grades po doon, it doesn't really matter. Kung kasi yung kailangan naman po kasi yung creativity nyo, yung critical thinking nyo, kung paano po kayo gumawa. And I think yun naman po talaga yung importante. Kasi kung dapat hindi po tayo magpaano sa mga grades na yan kasi
kasi yun na po, ma'am. I rest my case. Pero I love that. I love that you're sharing that. Kasi totoo, right? Yung sa engineering, yung kapatid ko, she's also an engineer, hindi naman tinignan yung transcript of record nila nung hinar sila, right? And that's really true. Kailangan yung critical thinking, yung creativity. Kids, i-relaunch natin yung meeting natin. Okay lang?
Sige po.
Kasi
Yes, ma'am.
kasi alam mo naman mahirap tayo. O, relaunch ko na. Na hindi kayo face-to-face. Ano yung help na visualize mo na kailangan mo sa mga classmates mo?
Usually what we do po is encouraging each other and complementing each other's works. Kasi po we multimedia, we have different art styles, we have different kung saan po kami mas magaling kasi based from its word multimedia, meron po mga ibang bagay na kinahihinaan ng ibang tao, kaya we just help them kung paano yung gagawin, tas yung ibang tao kung may kinahihinaan akong bagay, tutulungan din nila ako. So ganun lang po yung nangyayari, kaya mas naging friendly po yung mga tao ngayon doon. Kaya
go.
Ayun.
Ayan.
Kaya
Yan. So actually, this is what I love about your generation. Parang, pero double-end din eh. Meron kayong sense of community. Nakita ko talaga na parang kahit sa Facebook or whatnot, parang you tend to cheer each other, right? Chini-cheer nyo talaga. Pero may part din ng generation ninyo na parang kapag hate nyo naman, sobra naman din yung level ng hate. na binibigay.
parang ano na yan
Diba? Hindi, nakita ko to minsan eh. So parang, okay, nakita ko, talagang, parang nagsusupport sila each other, ang sweet naman ng mga to, ganyan-ganyan. Pero pag meron din sa level ng hate na parang, okay, galit na galit, manakit. Ganong fact.
may day pa mga iba dyan.
Pero kasi sa generation kasi namin, parang wala kasi kami platform to like support each other. Tas mahal pa yung load nun. So, hindi na kayo masyadong magte-text or ano. And I love that yung ganong, yung part of social media na ganon. So, let's move on to the next topic for our two girls naman. So, ito yung statement. Grabe, sobrang pagod pa ako. 5 hours lang tulog ko. Tapos sabi ng friend, pagod ka na niyan, ako nga 2 hours lang tulog eh. Ang reminder is, let's not invalidate other sentiments just because we had it worse. Okay? So, Gail, nakaranas ka na ba na may shinare ka na, let's say, pagod ka or you're sad or you're really not happy, you're anxious. Tas ang sasabihin ng kausap mo is, ako nga, ganyan eh. Nakaranas ka na ba ng ganun?
Opo, medyo madalas. Pero, ano po, iniisip ko na lang na they're trying to make it better, I guess. Na, hindi naman po kasi lahat ng tao mabilis response, lalo na emotionally. So, iisipin na lang po, sasabihin nila yung una nilang may isip na pwedeng sabihin sa'yo, lalo na kung umiiyak ka or something like that. Pero if ever naman po na ganun talaga yung tao, syempre nakaka-disturb din, saka nakakasakit kasi gusto ko lang naman na makikinig sa akin or if ever na, magbigay lang siya ng advice. Ganun.
I see. Oh, actually, ito nga, I love how some of you are really mature enough to realize na iba-iba yung perspective and iba-iba yung personality. At your age ha, kasi yung age nyo ata ako, ano bang ginagawa ko nun? Mahilig din ata ako makipag-away. Mga jejemon siguro ako nun during that time. So, natutuwa ako dun sa quality ng thoughts ni Gail right now na parang, maybe yun nga, it's their way of trying to make you feel better, ganyan. Pero, at some point, minsan, that's right, gusto mo lang may makinig sa'yo. Right? Na hindi naman kailangan na makipag-compete dun sa pagod mo. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? Parang mimiyo lang to. You know what I mean? Ayoko.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Okay. How about you, Ali? Was there a time naman na ganito ka, sobrang, let's say, pagod ka or sobrang malungkot ka na meron din sa'yo na ganyan. Ano lang yan, ako nga, mas ganito pa eh.
Yes po, ma'am. Guilty rin po ako doon. Ako po talaga yung kulang sa tulog sa scenario po na yun. At tapos, ayun po, guilty rin po ako doon sa yung, ako nga, mas ganun pa, yung ganun po na parang sumbatan, ganun.
Oo.
Ayun po. Tapos, most of the time po, I found myself guilty na rin. As in, guilty po na labat ko nasabi yun. Yung mga afterthoughts na po na after mo nasabi po yung gano'n.
Oo. Well, you know what? Ang important naman kasi is yung reflection part. Right? Kasi talaga namang magkakamali tayo sa sabihin natin, di ba? Wala namang perfect na yung parang pagka-ano na situation sa'yo, ay, pang Miss Universe na yung answer, ganon. Grabe ba? Ay, baka si Miss Manila, di ba? Sabi niya, wait lang. Mga ganon, di ba?
Hihinga muna ako.
Hihinga muna ako, right? I think we should formalize that, no? Hihinga muna ako bago ako sumagot, no? Pero, seriously, thank you for being honest, Ali. Kasi that's true. Sometimes, we actually do that eh. Parang, hindi naman to the sense na invalidate natin yung feelings nila. Pero, lalo na yung mga sa generation ko, kapag hindi kami, let's say, hindi namin inubos yung kanin, sasabihin ng nanay, yung mga tatay, yung mga nanay na, ay, may mga nagugutom sa Africa, ganyan, kung saan-saang bansa, yung ganyan. Totoo naman. Totoo namang meron.
Yes.
Pero, it's just that, there's that culture nga sometimes na parang, kahit pagod, it's sort of a competition. Yung totoo, di ba? Hindi naman dapat. So, ano yung tamang
Ayaw patalo.
Oo, ayaw patalo. So, Kit, sa palagay mo, someone tells you, grabe, sobrang pagod ko, 5 hours akong tulog. Ano yung magandang answer sa friend natin na magsasabi sa atin ng ganon?
Tulog ka ulit.
Tulog ka ulit.
Talaga?
Simple, no? Sige, Kit, what do you think?
Ano, ma'am? 5 hours yung tulog?
Oo, sabi niya, grabe, sobrang pagod ko, 5 hours lang tulog ko, ganyan. So, parang humihinga siya sa'yo na ikaw nga 2 hours lang tulog mo eh. Mga ganon. Mga 1 hour ka nga lang natulog eh. Ito, weak human. Joke lang, weak human. Pero hindi, ano sasabihin mo sa friend mo na ganon?
Siguro ma'am, magpahinga muna siya and kung meron man siyang gagawin or ituloy niya na lang sa kung hindi, para hindi siya hassle gumawa. Kasi pag masakit yung ulo or parang kulang nga yung tulog, masakit yung mata, and parang di gagana yung utak, ganun.
True naman yon. Ako nga, busog na ako, di pa gumagana utak ko minsan eh. So, ang dami kong tulog pero hindi pa rin gumana yung utak ko eh. So, hindi ba? So, that's actually right. Instead of saying na ako nga 1 hour lang tulog, you can just simply say, pahinga ka na lang, right? Matulog ka ulit and then do your task later on. Ayan. Kaya, di ba, sino nasasabi na hindi mature itong mga batang to? Nagtataka ako. Bakit hindi binavalue yung opinion ng mga kabataan natin? So anyway, this one, okay. Ito very I think it will resonate with all of you. Yung social media rights. Okay? So what is social media first? Let's define that. So social media is a computer-based technology that facilitates the creation or sharing of information like ideas, interests, and other forms of expression via virtual communities and networks. Now, ang sabi dito, students' social media accounts are none of your school's business and vice versa. So freedom of speech daw protects your right to express your ideas and beliefs in the manner that you choose. Freedom of speech protects what you say, what you write, and how you express yourself. So sabi dito, can I be disciplined for simply expressing my opinion in social media? Generally not. You have the right to speak your mind on social media. Can my school stop me from expressing my opinion because they don't like it? No, school officials can censor you just because they don't agree with your point of view. So ito rin yung sinasabi ng freedom of speech in social media of students. Ano yung thoughts mo doon, Enzo?
My thoughts po about doon, generation po namin, we have many different perspectives po pagdating sa ibang kunyari sa ibang problema na hinaharap ngayon. Yung kunyari, pwede po ba isabihin sa red tag dito? So parang so we know what we deserve. Yeah. Yung about sa social media rights.
Hala, napaw na siya.
Sabaw na ako.
Parang naiyak ka na.
Go.
Yung kasi, ma'am, yung ibang tao, ini-invalidate yung opinions mo kasi parang, ayun nga, parang katulad sa isang katanungan sa pinakaunang tanong kanina na they don't accept our opinions kasi hindi na-reach yung standards nila or baka sa pagkaka-construct ng opinion natin. Kasi minsan yung iba nagbibigay nga ng opinion, wala namang facts. So, di bale, parang iniisip lang, opinion mo lang yan, wala ka bang ibang mabibigay pa na pwedeng mas ma-i-explain pa. Like, kunyari, nagbigay ako ng opinion about sa gobyerno ngayon, tas parang one-sided lang yung ginawa ko. Parang hindi talaga siya ma-invalidate talaga siya sa ibang tao kasi sa isang panig ka lang, dapat hinaharap mo yung parang dapat alam mo yung both sides and lahat ng pros and cons. Wow. Ayun.
Yeah. Pero ang is, what if, do you agree na ang school is may right to censor your opinions? Let's say, may nakita silang pinost mo na ganito, ganyan, shinare mo, and then your school would send you a private message saying, okay, take that down. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin yan. Anong masasabi mo doon?
If against siya sa law, I will take it down. Pero kapag hindi, I will not kasi that's my opinion and kung ilalabas ko talaga yung katotohanan about sa certain problem na yun. So you don't have the right to tell me that I will take down my post and my opinion kasi I will spread it sa social media na dapat alam din ng ibang tao kung ano yung issue na hinaharap ngayon ng school na yun. So parang ganun po yung perspective ko dun.
Okay, so very tong topic na to kasi, di ba, alam naman natin collectively kung ano nangyari last time that I tried to set up an online graduation for you guys, right? So, hindi na tayo may-mention ng mga names dito, pero na-mention na ata yung name kanina ng school. Pero, yun nga, yung censorship ng school, what's your opinion on that, Gail? Let's say they would ask you to take down a certain share or a certain opinion that you had. Palagay mo ba may karapatan ang school to take down or ask you to take down your post?
Tingin ko po ang gagawin ko muna is i-review ko yung ano ba yung post, ano yung laman niya, and bakit gusto ng school na i-take down yon. And if ever na nakakasama nga sa let's say, reputation ng school
Mm.
and along with mine, sige, I will agree na i-delete ko siya. But if it's something about, let's say, politics and about certain schools, nga naman, I would, stand still. Yung choice ko, hindi ko siya i-delete. And it's my choice to keep it there. Wala dapat silang say doon kasi it's my freedom of speech nga naman.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's actually true. I mean, as long as it's not detrimental sa sarili mo, right? Or sa school, you're just voicing out an opinion. Let's say, truth naman. Let's say yung school hindi nagre-release ng diploma, right? Or yung school hindi nagre-release ng credentials right away. Or let's say merong nangyayaring anomaly sa school, right? I think the censorship should be based on, they should research more what they should censor or not. Ako nga as a teacher, most of the time, I would see posts that I don't like. Okay? Pero I don't go around attacking these people na ano naman, right? Na ina-attack mo sa comments, ganyan-ganyan. Lalo na pag kilala natin, we can actually just post a private message, tama, and tell them that na baka sobra na or grabe na yung post nila, right? Pero ako, I stand with my post before. Okay? So let me be clear on that. May ganun talaga. I stand on my post before. Okay, thank you for your thoughts on that. Next topic that we have. Okay. Here, ayan. Hold on, kasi mabagal ang aking internet. Nakapag-register ba kayo for voting?
Not yet pa po.
No, hindi po ako.
Kasi sinabihan po kami na we should go to sa COMELEC na.
Oo. Kaso nga lang kasi medyo difficult times pa ngayon eh, right? So kahit naman ako, I would not encourage. I mean kung talagang you see it safe or pero we don't see the virus kasi. So it's really hard. Ngayon, this one, ito. So, K-pop generation, hello.
Yes.
Wow.
Represent.
So, let me just share this topic. Sabi dito, destigmatize plastic surgery. So, let people now define beauty how they want to define beauty. So, they say that no, I do not have self-esteem issues. I'm not attempting to conform to a hegemonic Western beauty ideals. I'm not destroying my body. But whatever the reason is, let's not shame people now for getting plastic surgeries. But, ang sabi dito, normalizing it is another thing. It's a different thing. Okay?
Yes.
So, Ali, what do you think of this? Sabi daw, tanggalin na rin yung stigma sa plastic surgery, but do not normalize it. Parang conflicting ideas no? Pero what can you say about that? What can you say about that?
I think, ma'am, okay naman po yung, paano ba? Wait lang. Yung plastic surgery itself, okay lang naman po na gawin po yun ng iba to boost their confidence. Wala na po tayong say about doon po kung gusto po nung isang taong mag-undergo ng plastic surgery, kung mag-boost naman po siya ng confidence niya. Pero kasi po yung mostly po sa panahon po natin, mas gino-glorify po yung westernized, yung features, facial features po. Opo. And mostly po nakikita ko rin po sa TikTok yung golden ratio po. I think basehan po siya ng mga Greeks. Parang ginawa po siya ng mga Greeks. Tapos
for beauty, right?
Opo, ma'am. Kaya hindi rin, kaya parang na-stigmatize din po yung mismong yung po.
Pero I want to know, Kit, thank you for your opinion, Ali. That's right. There's the what do you call that again? Yung sa Greek standard of beauty, parang there's a certain measurement, right, sa face, tama, Ali?
Yes po.
na
Yes
would
po.
say na that you are beautiful daw. That actually comes in the under the study of philosophy and the aesthetics, study of beauty. Actually may study of beauty eh. Okay, sa under philosophy. Because all of us, of course, we appreciate art, di ba? We appreciate beauty, right? So there's that
Yes,
human
ma'am.
side of it. Now we study it. But how about you, Kit? If you have the chance, you have the money to actually go through plastic surgery, would you do it?
Um, no po.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi, paano ba to sabihin? Parang paano kasi mabubus yung confidence mo and
Mm-hmm.
parang gusto ko sa sarili ko na through workout, through exercise,
Mm-hmm.
parang gusto ko ipakita sa mga tao na not just by plastic surgery, gaganda
Right.
ka and yun nga.
Right. So, parang changing ng lifestyle, no? Ng diet, ng lifestyle, right?
Opo.
And sure ka kahit may mga $5 million ka na pwedeng pwedeng
Bili na po
gastusin.
ng bahay, gano'n.
Ayun.
Mabili
Priorities. Right. Okay. So, kasi, yun nga, this might be a problem because it will probably mean na we will have a generation of youth na they believe na there is something that needs to be fixed about their features, right? So I'm not Catholic, you know that, guys, right? I don't have religious affiliations anymore. Pero when I was Catholic before, they say that you have to be happy to what God has given you. Tama ba? Yun ang sinasabi, right? Sa
Opo.
Yes
teaching,
Yes po.
right? And these are the same things that are being raised, no, about our features. Pero Enzo, I know you love a lot of K-pop girls, right? And most of them, we have to be honest, normal sa South Korea ang plastic surgery, right? Dito lang sa Pilipinas na parang stigmatized siya. So, what can you say about that?
I can say na parang hindi po talaga siya need i-normalize, but if it's their choice kasi, it's their choice if they want to fix something sa face nila, and wala tayong karapatan na magsalita about doon or magsalita ng patalikod, ay nagparatoke siya, sayang naman yung mukha niya dati. Like, parang kung ayun yung nagpapasaya sa taong yun, hayaan mo na. Like, ayun na yung nakakapagpaganda sa kanila. So, ba't pa tayo mangingialam? So, dito kasi sa Pilipinas, kapag may nalaman na may naging retokada, issue na kaagad na, ay, sayang naman yung mukha mo, parang okay na yun dati, ba't ka pa nagpaganyan? Parang ba't ka pa nangingialam? May pera ako, may pera ako, ikaw wala. Pero hindi ko sinasabi magpaparetoke ako ha. Parang ako naman, kung ako yung nasa pwesto nung nagparetoke, you don't have the right to judge me because may sarili kang mukha, ako may sarili kong mukha. Ba't ka pa nangyayari? Kung hawakan yung ilong ko, sige, hawakan mo. Parang ganon. Kasi sa South Korea, kunyari, syempre kilala yung Thailand and South Korea sa
Yes,
diba? Sa plastic surgery. Ang gagawin ng ibang tao lalo na mga Pilipino, sasabihin nila walang natural walang natural na maganda sa mga Koreano kasi iisipin nila kaagad na parang parte ng buhay nila yung plastic surgery, kahit yung ibang Koreans or Thai hindi naman talaga nag-undergo plastic surgery, kahit normal na talaga yung mukha nila. Sinasabi lang na retokado kasi mas maganda sila sa kanila. Or parang ganun. Kaya,
inggit factor, no?
Opo, parang may inggit factor na bakit mas pinapansin yung mga puti kesa sa mga moreno. So parang we have different tastes. So why don't you respect na we have different different taste nga, but hindi mo na lang i-accept na mayroong talagang ibang tao na mag-hate sa'yo dahil sa nagpapasaya sa buhay mo, parang gano'n.
True. And actually, yeah, I mean, that's your point. Mukha ko to, pake mo ba? Yun talaga yung pinaka may point eh. Na mukha ko, tapos mo ba? How about you, Gail? If given the chance to have plastic surgery, would you go for it?
Alam, medyo 50-50 ako, miss.
That's okay.
Kasi, syempre, I also believe na hindi dapat tayo magpadala. Lalo na yung sinasabi po ng mga tao na mostly Western ba? Or Eastern?
Yes.
Western beauty or something
Western
like that.
beauty standards.
And, syempre, ako naman, kung gusto ko, may pera nga ako, gaya ng sabi ni Enzo, I would. Pero ayoko rin naman magpadala na, kasi maganda sila dun sa may Amerika, sa may Europe, matangos ilong, ganyan. Gusto ko na rin, ganun. So, medyo 50-50 po.
Okay. Pero, sige, let's do a round table, a roulette, kumbaga. Kit, kung may babaguhin ka sa sarili mo na one, ano yung babaguhin mo? Paparitoke mo?
Wet po.
Wet. Papawasan mo ba yan?
Bakit parang...
Papabawasan mo ba?
Opo.
Kasi grabe sila. Alam ko yan eh. Parang trip nilang sinasampal yung puwet mo.
Ay, di kayo ba't lalaki ng puwet?
Pero okay lang yun okay lang yung malaki yung pet. Basta maano mo lang yung katawan mo, yung upper chest, ganun.
Oo, at saka as long as nagagamit mo siya sa pagtae, di ba? I mean, may purpose naman.
Baka hindi mo na maramdaman yung pet mo kapag nag-CR ka na.
The purpose-driven puwet, alright, di ba? How about you, Enzo? Let's say, may isa ka papaayos. Anong papaayos mo?
May biggest kasi, wala na akong kailangan ipaayos kundi yung ngipin ko. Kasi, hindi naman siya bilang sa retoke, pero yung ngipin ko kasi, parang, ayun yung nagpabago na mismo sa mukha ko. Kasi yung itsura ko dati, hindi ganito, na parang akala nga nung iba nagparitoke din ako. No joke, no joke. Kasi, yung iba, akalain nila, nagparitoke ako. Kasi, yung ngipin ko lang naman talaga yung naging maayos. At saka yung ilong ko dati, medyo bagsak din. Sinearch ko din sa Google na ano bang nagagawa ng braces? Ngipin lang ba yung naayos? Kasi syempre, hindi lang ngipin yung naayos kasi parang i-forward niya yung teeth mo. So, di ba, magra-rise din yan sa part ng nose bridge mo, tapos yung sa may, sa cheekbones. Kaya, yung ibang tao, nagtataka kung bakit parang lumaki yung mukha ng tao or ba't parang lumiit. Kasi, pinaayos yung ngipin, hindi yung mismong pisngi, hindi yung mismong labo, hindi yung mismong ilong.
Wow, that's good info, I didn't know that, ha? Wow.
Kasi po yung nagtaka din po ako ba't parang lumaki yung labi ko. Kasi di ba nga po inasar din po ako minsan Kylie Jenner ganyan. Dati po hindi po talaga ako palanguso or kasi mas lalo lang po talaga nag-forward. Mas lalo na nag-forward dahil sa braces ko. Kaya ayun, parang
oo nga. Kasi naalala ko, tawag namin sa'yo ni Pao is Nguso, right? Like, parang kinabad light, parang lagi ka naka-pout, parang...
Pero para sa laki din po namin yun, pero hindi naman po masyadong pout na pout kasi dahil sa braces ko.
Hindi ko alam kasi kung buryo ka ba or asar or pero naka-pout ka, oo.
Pagpasok sa faculty.
Oo, nakaganon. Ano ba yun? Okay. How about you, Ali? Anything? Like, if you have the money to do it. Any part of your body? Or
Ano po, ma'am? Yung puwet, ma'am. Opo, ma'am. Pero, kasi, ma'am,
Bigay mo na, Kit.
Bengi, Kit.
Transfer lang pala tayo.
Oo nga, transfer lang pala.
Pwede lang.
Kahit mga 1/4 lang daw.
Oo.
Ako naman, personally, kung may pera ako, siguro, nose din. Kasi ang dami kong blackheads. Pero siguro sa derm siguro. Pero parang gusto ko tumangos ng konti. Yun lang. Kung may pera, right? And kung mentally prepared ako, right? To go through that kind of surgery. Kasi nga, yung cesarean pa lang, mamatay-matay na ako dun eh, no? So, siya mahirap talaga yung mga anak, right? Pero, yung mga body modification, I think, we've come a long way as humanity in terms of modifying how we look, right? You would see that in a lot of ways. So, yeah, I actually agree with you that, it's up to the person, right? If personally that's their journey, they have the money, right? Di naman sila nakakasakit sa pagpapaganda nila. They just wanna feel
Yes.
good about themselves, right? And then go for it, right? As long as hindi siguro din ma-jeopardize yung health. Kasi I've heard news about people dying under the knife. I don't know if nakabasa na kayo ng gano'n, ng mga nagpa-surgery, tas namatay yung tao nagpapa-surgery, right? So,
Para po kasi nabubugbog din yung mukha nila para maayos yung mukha.
oo, kasi parang like, meron ako nabasa, like she had 10 surgeries within the day. Within the day, 10 surgeries. So, ewan ko bakit inalaw ng doctor yon. So, yeah, again, it's up to the person. Do we all agree on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right. So, here, not really normalize it, but remove the stigma around it. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes.
next, and actually this is our last topic for the day. It's the red tagging.
Bilis.
This is the red tagging. So, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with ang issue ng Gabriela with Catriona Gray and also with Liza Soberano. Okay? So, Kit, what's your take on that? Dun sa red tagging issue. Have you researched it or do you have your opinion about it?
Di ko po na ano yun. Parang na-heard or nababasa.
Hindi pa. Okay, okay. Sige, skip muna natin si Kit. How about you, Gail? Are you familiar with that issue?
Parang hindi din po, miss.
Kami lang ata ni Ali.
Wow. Itong dalawang to parang bugbog na bugbog sa module sa school sa.
Hindi po.
Hindi naman. So, siguro you don't stay on I think it's in Twitter too, right? Nakita ko rin siya as
Opo,
trending
nag-trending
topic
po siya.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. How about you, Ali? What's your take on the red tagging issue? So, explain ko lang ng konti, So, para kay Kit tsaka kay Gail. So, si Liza Soberano, she had a speech. It was for Gabriela. So, Gabriela is a group who champions women's rights. Kaso nga lang, there's this general who said that Gabriela is responsible for recruiting NPAs para mamundok, mga kabataan para mamundok. So there's the general is saying that medyo na red tag nga. I don't know if talagang na red tag si Liza Soberano because she spoke for Gabriela and also for Catriona Gray because she spoke for Gabriela. So they're linking Gabriela into the CPP-NPA. So that's the gist of the red tagging issue. So Ali, what's your opinion about that?
May tatlong take po kasi ako dun. Yung una po is, first and foremost po, yung buong pinapakalat po nila, is parang most about feminism and yun nga po, parang nakakapagtaka na why do men have a say on this topic. Kasi yung feminism naman po, hindi lang naman po siya mostly focused on female, yung women rights, ganun po.
Right.
Tinatackle niya rin po yung mga, yung mental block na ako, wait lang. yung system na under din yung mga lalaki, like, noong 1950s is, yung mga babae more on sa home, tapos while yung mga men naman is more on providing food for the family, being the breadwinner, ganun po.
Right.
Yun po. Tapos yung second naman po is, yung kay Liza Soberano po, nagtataka po ako is, kay Liza Soberano po, link po talaga siya sa Gabriela. Pero yung I think yung kay Catriona Gray po, base po sa mga naano ko na sa sources po din sa Twitter, hindi po talaga siya more on parang Gabriela, parang hindi po link. Parang naano lang po talaga siguro yung general. Natakot, ganun po.
I see. Okay. Kids, relaunch natin last time yung meeting ha kasi wala na tayong minutes. Relaunch ko lang
Yes,
ha.
ma'am.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Yan. So si Enzo na lang hinihintay natin. Igalaw na sana niya ang baso. Nagmerienda na ba kayo, kids?
Yes po.
Okay, alright. Yan. So, anyway, puputol-putulin ko to kasi i-edit ko rin naman siya. Ayan na pala si Enzo. Ayan. Ginalaw niya na yung baso. Mag-ingat kayo sa bagyo ha. Mukhang malakas siya. Sana okay.
Signal number 2 na po dito sa Metro Manila, ma'am.
Oo nga eh. Sana okay yung mga
Opo.
bahay niyo at wag na kayong maglabas. Alam ko naman kayo yung mga hindi lumalabas.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Opo.
Mga taong bahay.
Mga taong bahay. Right. Si Denise, pasensya na kasi hindi talaga tayo makakapunta sa birthday niya dahil nga, the
Oo nga po.
there. So, sana mag-enjoy siya. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, thank you for your opinion, Ali. How about you, Enzo? Since you also read something about the red tagging, what can you say about it?
Parang sa mga nabasa ko po kasi, parang para sa mga sinabi nung general na yun, parang pinakita niya na din na, pinapatay nga nila yung mga activists. So, parang, medyo medyo nahuli na sila doon na bakit nila pinapatay yung mga gusto nila magsalita para lang sa mga sarili nila, na may gusto nila mag-reach out sa ibang tao, pero bakit parang pinagbabawalan mo, lalo na yung mga babae pa yun. Matagal na yung labanan about dyan na parang sobrang under ng mga girls sa men. So bakit ang tingin nila masasamang tao yung mga activists, and parang iniisip nila terrorists and activists are just one, pero hindi talaga.
Tama.
So, kaya naiinis din ako kasi bakit ang lakas ng loob niya na parang winarningan pa niya sila Liza at si Catriona na sila pa ngayon nagpasikat ng bansa natin, tapos sila pa yung malakas ng loob na i-red tag sila na parang sobrang daming maling ginawa ng mga artistang yun or yung mga ibang babaeng activist na gusto lang naman ipaglaban yung rights nila.
Right. Okay. Galit na galit, gustong manakit. Hindi, pero seriously, yung sinasabi kasi ni Ali kanina na feminism, there's a misconception about it eh. Feminism is not us asking for more rights. Female are just asking for equal rights, like equal pay, equal opportunity, right? So para kasi pag sinabing feminist ka, iba kagad yung dating, parang sinasabi man-hater, which is hindi naman true, right? Man-lover nga kami. Yeah! May ganon. Akaloka. Okay. So, pero with that topic of red tagging, actually ni-research ko siya. Mga 3 days akong hindi ng social media kasi I was researching it. I was talking with other people kasi ayoko magbigay ng opinion without further research tsaka further knowledge. So what I found out is yung Gabriela kasi is, that's true, they're an activist group. Kaso nga lang recently, may mga cases sa PUP, sa Polytechnic University of the Philippines, where nagkaroon ng recruitment ng mga grade 11 and grade 12 students na mamundok. And they all came from Gabriela. So mga speakers ng Gabriela to, activist leaders ng Gabriela. Pero again, I don't wanna link yung Gabriela and NPA kasi wala akong further knowledge for that. Sad lang kasi yung mga kaedad ninyo na kids are now in the mountains holding guns. Okay? Na ang nasa isip nila is ang last resort is armadong pakikibaka. Na wala nang magagawa sa government. We cannot change the government. The only way is for a revolution using arms. So yun yung sad ko kasi as a mom, imagine, right? I'm gonna lose you to an NPA group. Pero lahat naman yan kasi may pinaglalaban eh. May reason, right? Bakit may mga ganong grupo. Pero ang alam ko kasi may dalawang side ng NPA. May NPA kasi na tumutulong dun sa mga tao sa community. Meron ding NPA na humihingi ng mga revolutionary tax. So, hinihingan nila ng pera yung mga magsasaka, yung mga tao sa probinsya, para makapag-raise sila ng money for guns and bombs and all that. So, may dalawa siyang factors. The government side and the NPA side. Ang nakakalungkot lang is yung mga kabataan yung nagiging collateral damage. I don't want it to come to a point na naiisipin nyo na ang last resort is to take arms, right? Kasi wala naman tayo dun sa time ng ng lumang panahon. Kasi siyempre alam natin yung revolution, right? Alam natin yung pinaglaban natin, right? Nung mga panahon ng Pila, right? Na kailangan kahit babae may dalang barel, right? Para makipaglaban sa mga Kastila. Pero tapos na kasi yun eh. I believe na kayo as woke, right? Woke generation, you have path na pwede yung kunin para to change the country for the better. And I believe in that. Gusto kong maniwala dun sa kakayahan yung yun. Nakakalungkot lang na yun nga, merong ang umakyat sa bundok. So mga Gabriela activist yun. So ang na-research ko is both sides, niloloko lang tayo. Government side, niloloko tayo. NPA side, niloloko tayo. Right? Kasi si Joma Sison, who is the leader of the NPA, is living sa Netherlands na mayaman siya. I mean, ang dami niyang pera doon. Samantalang yung mga nakikipaglaban para sa kanya, nasa bundok. And nalungkot ako sa nakita ko ng picture ng mga UP students, UST students, PUP students, all dead because they are NPAs. So talagang niratrat sila ng gobyerno doon. Nasa mga bundok sila. Hindi ko alam kung ang ginagawa nila doon is activist or terrorist, activities. Pero ang nakakalungkot is that happens to young people like you. Okay? So that's why this is the last topic because I want to reiterate na although of course you have your decisions, you have your valid sentiments, think before changing your life entirely. Kasi nalungkot talaga ako eh. Mga kasi edad nyo, patay sa bundok. Although alam ko hindi kayo mamumundok kasi si Enzo, walang skincare doon. So, right? Yung mga kaartehan natin hindi pwede sa bundok eh. That's what I'm saying.
Pagdating talaga sa pakikipaglaban talaga, wala na dapat kaarte. Ano ay joke?
Diba? Wala ka sa start.
Kailangan may aircon dun.
Oo, kailangan naka-aircon.
Magkakasakit pa ako dun.
True. Kailangan may Netflix, kailangan may internet. Hindi tayo buhay. Right? Tapos walang Grab food. Hindi pwede. I'm just saying that, it's it's a really serious topic. I'm pretty sure after this, all of you actually would take time to research a little further about yung red tagging, about the situation of the NPAs and the students who are lured into the mountains. But of course, again, they have may reason. Inisip ko lang, when did it come to a point na ready na silang bumaril ng someone else's mother, someone else's father, someone else's brother, right? Sobrang anong nangyari during that time na yun na yung parang naisip nilang dulo. And I just want to share to you kids na I hope that you don't see that there's no choice to everything. There's always that other choice, right? In life. So, sabi nga, I just want to share this as the last part of our podcast. Bigyan lang seryoso yung podcast natin, no? Pero, the parting thing that I want to share, that it's okay to make mistakes, to have bad days, to be less than perfect, and to do what's best for you and to be yourself. It's okay to be like that. Okay? So I want you to leave a message to all the youth na feeling nila ay they cannot say what they want to say or they cannot express themselves. Ali, can you share something to kids your age? Yan, signal number 4 na po kina Ali. Narinig niyo ba yung parang hangin?
Ano po, ma'am? Ano po ulit yun?
Anong message mo for the kids your age about expressing their opinions and expressing themselves? What is your advice to them?
Yung pag-i-express ng sarili, guys. Pwedeng yung sa social media, as in no one stopping you naman to use social media, and Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as long as you know your like boundaries, ganun. You know what's right or yung limits. Tsaka yung pagiging individuality, tama ba yun? Individuality, you can express yourself naman through anything, pwedeng sa physical attributes, yung pagkulay ng buhok, or pwede rin naman yun nga sa social media, and yun lang po.
Okay, thank you for that. So you're talking about individuality and having limits and boundaries, right? With
Yes,
your
ma'am.
self-expression. So how about you, Kit? What can you say to those students like you who are having a difficult time right now sa current school situations? How you do your learning?
Siguro have time management siguro, and parang set time para hindi tayo procrastinate, parang hindi maging tamad. And yun, pahinga muna tayo, parang kunwari gagawa ka muna ng module na to for 1 hour and 15 minutes break, ganun, parang ganun, and eventually alam naman natin hindi naman forever itong pandemic na to,
right?
Alam naman natin, and kaya natin yan. Fight lang.
Ayun, fight lang. Rest is essential, right? Napaka-importante din na we take a break from what we do, right?
Yes.
Yan,
Right.
okay. Para maalala ko talaga yung plastic surgery mo. Okay. So,
Ang gulat lahat.
gulat kami. Ay! Gail, what can you say about those kids who are feeling depressed and anxious, lalo na ngayong situation na what we have right now?
Siguro po yung ma-advise ko sa kanila, And kahit po dito po sa atin, siguro naman baka may kailangan makarinig dito. Sa inyo guys, sinalab ko kayo.
Right.
First of all, hindi kayo nag-iisa. Lagi kayong may kaibigan, you have a parent. Kahit si Lord, kung gusto mo kausapin about struggles in life, willing silang makinig para sa'yo. So yun, hindi ka nag-iisa. And wag sana kayong mahihiyang mag-reach out sa mga tao. Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan saluhin yung lahat ng problema mo. Kasi wala namang mangyayari kung itatago mo lang yan. Dadating din yung araw na sasabog ka kapag tinago mo lang sa sarili mo. So, ayun. And pray siguro. Hindi naman nakakasama mag-pray minsan. And if ever nakakayanin ng wallet and tanggap ng family, please go to therapy.
Right.
It's helpful, to be honest.
Exactly.
Ayun.
I love that. Of course, we have to destigmatize kasi the yung culture ng Filipino na mawawala rin yan, lilipas din yan, umaarte ka lang, right? Kailangan matanggal na yung ngayon ganung idea, right? In terms of depression and anxiety and sadness. So thank you so much, Gail. And also, if you have the money, seek therapy, right? It can really help. Right? Hopefully maging universal na rin yung access natin to mental health care. Yun talaga, sana in the future. And you are the people who will do it in the future. Kayo talaga yung magi-establish nun. Alright.
Yes.
How about you, Enzo? So, what are the things that you can suggest to your fellow hindi naman students, mga kasi-edad mo, how they should take care of their mental health? Ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo to take care of your mental health?
What I do to take care of my mental health? What I do is watching funny videos sa YouTube, especially sa mga vloggers today. Pero wag naman yung wag naman yung walang kwentang content. So yung
Dali, wait. Gusto ko lang may singit to Nakita ko lang sa timeline ko. Sino yung parang babae?
Si Light po.
Kilala si Jose Rizal. Seriously?
Si Spam Light.
Nakakaloka. Anyway, continue.
So, ayun po, yung mga sasuggest ko, what I do is watch movies and TV series, vlogs, practicing how to dance, listen to music. So, it's just, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope na, about doon, related sa mga questions na binigay kila Gail. Don't lose hope na hindi matatapos tong pandemic na to at nag-iisa ka lang. Kaya mo actually, maniniwala ka lang sa sarili mo. Kailangan mong magtiwala sa sarili mo na kaya mong gawin yung mga kaya mong gawin or kaya mong abutin yung mga pangarap mo kahit may COVID din na nangyayari. So, you just have to spend time with yourself or give time sa sarili mo. Wag ka masyadong busy sa ibang bagay. Like, hindi ko naman sinasabing wag ka mag-focus sa wag ka sumagot ng module mo. Hindi, just give time for yourself kasi kasi based sa observations ko ngayon, marami talagang tao na nakukulangan sa tulog, maraming mga batang nahihirapan or hindi pa nakakapag-adjust sa online class or ayan. So marami ding mga mga nag-suicide dahil sa sa online class and sa pressure na nangyayari. So just remember that you're not the only one by Sam Smith. I'm not the only just enjoy life kahit may COVID and maybe January may intuition na wala na tayong COVID. So ayun, hopefully
wala
COVID.
Yeah, you're right. So kasi nga sometimes we feel so overwhelmed, right? Sa mga nangyayari sa atin. That's why we tend to lose focus on what are the important things in our life, which are, family, love, self-care. Those are the things that are really important in life. Lalo na ngayon, yung mga realization. Ako, personally, those are my realization for this situation right now. So, ayun, it's been wonderful speaking to all of you kids. And I hope this is not the last time that we get to talk to each other. 'Di ba? Hindi lang sa podcast. Dahil lang may project, mag-uusap tayo. Right? So, yun lang. I just want to tell you kids that hold on to your dreams, and it's very important to reach out for help if you need that. Sabi nga ni Gail, it's not, hindi naman weakness to reach out for help. And also, make sure that your voices are heard. Because technically, yes, you are, tama naman yung sinabi ni Jose Rizal, no? Na you are the future of this country. And I believe na kayo yung edad ninyo, kayong apat, sa inyo taga-prenesyo. Yung Ilocos, sa inyo prenesyo. Parte kayo ng buong community na would make Marcos world better. Diba? Kasi kayo yung mauuna ng konti kay Marcos Kayo yung magbi-build kung ano man yung world na ina-navigate ni Marcos in the future. So I believe in our youth, and I believe in your power. So please use your power accordingly, right? Lalo na ngayon sa age of social media. And also, don't forget to also consult people that you trust and people that are mentors to you every time na you have something of a problem or something na you're not comfortable or you're not happy with. Again, let your voices be heard. Okay? Yun yung last part ng conversation natin. Okay? Don't let the world silence you. If you have something good to say, tell it to the world. Share it to the world. All right?
Yes.
Okay. So, ayun. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. And let's say bye to everyone. Bye.
Okay,
Yes,
bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Thank you. And you have a great evening, kids. And stay safe, okay?
Yes. Thank you po. Likewise.
Kayo din
Welcome.
po.
I'll upload
See you
this.
soon.
I'll upload this in YouTube soon, so we can go back to this conversation. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Guys,
Thanks,
for helping me with
ma'am.
project.
Thank you po.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.